All right. Hey, y'all. Thanks for coming over here tonight. I haven't been in this room in years now, and I'm really happy to be here. And I'm glad y'all are here. I mean, I have a contract, but y'all didn't, so thanks. And that on-air sign is on. I think that means it's on the live stream as well. Y'all look great. Good to be in this neighborhood. I'm a soul survivor and a Sunday driver and a tiger on Saturday night. And I'm not done roaring yet, and I've got regret, but I keep it out of sight. It's not like I'm old, but I've seen some road and no one can take that away. I look back at the miles sometimes between midnight and day. I've been on the bus with Willie, and I hung out with Mickey Newberry. I survived Music Row. I met John Henry Fogg, and I heard Wendell Berry talk, and I'm amazed by the poets I know. And this life that I live is mostly a gift from these songs I play. They've been fine companions between midnight and day. Between midnight and day, when the colors and the noise fades away and the voices gather. Between midnight and day. When the hands meet up at 12 and I'm alone with myself and the angels and the ghosts become more real. These spirits that are with me in these darkest hours, they give me the freedom to feel. And when sunlight sweeps the sky and fills my eyes and I'm up and on my way, I'm grateful for the hours between midnight and day. I'm grateful for the quarter turn between midnight and day. And we're off. How was y'all's year? Pretty interesting? And anything happen? We went through some shit together, didn't we? It was a long winter. Spring sure took its sweet time. such a long winter. I almost lost my mind. It felt like my prayers got frozen in midair and stuck somewhere up in the clouds. It was a long winter, but we're all right now. It was a long, hard lesson. I guess I had something to learn. Like some kind of long, slow baptism, man. I must have character to burn. But I kept hanging on to see a little green on that cypress tree and feel the first Gulf breeze from the south. It was a long, long winter, but we're all right now. There were some dark, heavy days, the darkest of our lives. Dark, heavy days, but we survived. We survived. It was a long winter. Thank God you were by my side. 'Cause when my long shot hopes grew dimmer, you kept them alive. And now you're asleep inside, smiling up at a warm sky, a clear night that finally came back around. It was a long winter, was a long winter, was a long winter, but we're all right now. We're all right now. Just look at us. Thanks. It's good. We're in a room together. It's nice, and it's things like smelling a bunch of food. That's nice. Last night, I played the Saxon Pub. I returned after 15 months, and that's my residency in Austin, my hometown. And they were jammed in there, people, and I was like, man, there's something that you don't think of. But if there's 100 people in a small room, we smell. We have a smell, like I hadn't smelled that in a long time. People all together. It was nice. It was earthy. But that's the way I like it. It was nice. Nice to be humans close. Nice to get out. I mean, who am I kidding? It's good to get out of the house, right? All right, cheers. I'm just having a couple of beers. I had to kind of give up liquor until the second set. So. That's a pretty good line. I thought about that one earlier today. I thought that would work. Well, I have a brand new record, first one I've made in 5 years, and I've got them here. And thank you, Chris. I made it during the break. The studio where I work all the time, it was a way to stay sane and get out of the house. And I kept adding songs, so there's 16 songs. We had 15, and then I went in and saw my partner, Ron, and one day I got there, I said, man, I just remembered I wrote a song 30 years ago on a dulcimer, and I want to record it. He goes, okay. So we did that, and we were just ready to start mixing and get it done. And I said, man, I got one more idea. And he said, Walter, we have to stop now. 16 is plenty. Hungry wolves at my door. Every night there's one wolf more. I can hear you. Crows all up in my tree. I know you got your eyes on me. I can feel you. And I know you can already taste my bones. I know it's your job not to leave me alone. It's the same game for us all. Trying to hold trouble to a draw. There's a snake in the shade playing hard to see. He'd be set for days if he gets hold of me. I'm gonna step lightly. There's germs in the water and in the air. Man, they're everywhere, and they're just looking for a home. Yeah, I know you can already taste my bones. I know it's your job not to leave me alone. It's the same game for us all. Trying to hold trouble to a draw. It's a midway walk past the carny's call. You knock down the bottles or you lose it all while you're trying to win that big stuffed bear. Your ex-wife and the tax man and some fire ants too, they were up on the corner, man, asking me about you, huh? You might take the long way home. Yeah, I know you can already taste my bones. I know it's your job not to leave me alone. It's the same game for us all. Trying to hold trouble to a draw. Thanks, y'all. That's the Dark Side of the Circle of Life song. Asa Pena in a minor key. This is what we talk about most these days, it seems to me. What we talk about most down here is how everything is changing so fast and that our houses are worth millions of dollars. And people are coming from everywhere to buy everything. I think that's what we talk about most. And at the Saxon Pub over the years, because I always say, welcome to my hometown, someone almost every night will say, so you grew up here? I go, yeah. I say, man, it used to be such a cool town, right? I go, it's still a cool town. Good food, you know. You're not far from the country. It's great. Yeah, but it used to be so much cooler. Okay, man. When did you move here? 2015. I've had that conversation a lot. That's right, man. You got here right before it all changed. It was cool, like Houston, and it still is cool. It's just more crowded. And wherever people are moving from, they honk. That's what I've noticed. I don't think I heard anyone use a car horn till I left home, you know, growing up in Austin. But none of us is from here, you know. We're all from somewhere else, every one of us. And the folks that were here the longest, I think about them, and I think maybe in 1850, maybe a group of Comanches on their horses on that western edge on the outside of Austin, they probably looked down at Austin and went, God, this used to be such a cool place. What happened? Where are they from? 'Twas ever thus. This song's about a couple deciding to move, man. People move. Crops fail. Businesses fail. You get divorced. Maybe you get in trouble. Maybe you got to change your name. People move. We can keep kicking at the ground, cursing this old town, dragging ass around, but we can move on. We can keep looking back down that road where the sweet corn used to grow, but when the winds of change blow, it's time to move on. And I know it's bittersweet, 'cause our memories run so deep, but sometimes you've got to let that river flow. And nothing stays the same, and no one is to blame, even when it's hard to let go. But right now we're all we've got. Let's give it a shot. Ready or not, it's time to move on. We can keep talking about the good old days, Granddaddy's ways, till we're blue in the face. We can move on. Looks like we're wasting time, baby. So put your hand in mine. No telling what we'll find when we move on. I know it's bittersweet, 'cause our memories run so deep, but sometimes you gotta let that river flow. And nothing stays the same, and no one is to blame, even when it's hard to let go. But right now we're all we've got. Let's give it a shot. Ready or not, it's time to move on. I know it's bittersweet, 'cause our memories run so deep. And sometimes you gotta let that river flow. That's right. And nothing stays the same, and no one is to blame, even when it's hard to let go. But right now, we're all we've got. Let's give it a shot. Ready or not, it's time to move on. Hey, baby, what do you say? Why should we stay? I'm good to go today. Let's move on. Just put your hand in mine. No telling what we'll find when we move it on down the line. Baby, let's move on. Thank you. The couple in that song, they moved to Cedar Park. They honk all the time when they drive. Like they moved saying, man, we should move somewhere where people are nicer. And then they're like, come on, asshole, I got to get to the grocery store. Because people are funny. Well, here's another song from the new record. I wrote this with Jason Eady. I woke to the wind and the waves, the storm blowing through. I woke to an empty bed and a life without you. Not a word since then. You were gone with that wind, left me cold and alone. Not a word from you for a year, till this morning on the phone. You called from Santa Fe saying you got yourself together. You got a place just out of town and you're feeling better. And you tell me that you want me back. Tell me how much you missed me, but I'm still getting over Corpus Christi. Her kisses burned like tequila. Her way was reckless and free. All the things I loved before, now they torture me. Now I'm a lost soul at the crossroads of 380 and 84, wondering why I might put my poor heart through this once more. You called from Santa Fe saying you got yourself together. You got a place just out of town and you're doing better. And you tell me that you want me back. You tell me how much you missed me, but I'm still getting over Corpus Christi. Yeah, I turned around in that West Texas town, 'cause that's where it hit me that I'm still getting over Corpus Christi. Yeah, I'm still getting over Corpus Christi. If you're lucky enough, and you know, as some of you here know, maybe I've been doing this a long time, and so I've been lucky enough to have some songs recorded. But if you get known as the guy that writes sensitive, maybe slightly spiritual songs, then people contact you like, man, I want to write a song with you. I got this idea, and it's always about, you know, meaning, finding the meaning, God, la la la. And I was like, man, I just want to write a country song. And Jason was like, yeah, let's do that. So that was cool. I said, let's write a jukebox song. And that's how that song happened. I am not brave and I'm not too smart. The Tin Man wouldn't trade for my heart. I've got 2 left feet when I am dancing, and a long history of brief romances. Got no diamonds, that's not right. Got no rubies, got no diamonds, none passed down, and I cannot buy one. Got a box of hurt and a bag of shame, and you barely know my name. But I've got big, big hopes about you. Yes, I've got big, big hopes. I've got my doubts about the world at large, based on research in my own backyard. I'm concerned about things that cross my mind. It makes me fear for all mankind. But I've got big, big hopes about you. Yes, I've got big, big hopes. I've had hopes before, but not like this. I'm flying over the edge to the sweet abyss. I've got a no leather jacket, would look good on you. Lots of friends, they'll all like you too. I've got some pull with the moon and tides, and I've got $32, baby. Let's go somewhere tonight, 'cause I've got big hopes about you. Yes, I've got big hopes. Yes, I've got big hopes about you. Thanks, friends. Thanks, friends. Interesting thing, at least to me, is that on this new record, there's 2 songs about friends. Like maybe I'm starting to learn something about what's really important. I have a group of friends. We met at church camp. We were 14. We still get together. Because it's really good to be around the people that know you the best and that will call you on your shit, you know. It's a good thing to have. The song I wrote with Owen Temple. In fact, I wrote these next 2 songs with Owen. Yeah. Life's a rocky road, a lot of highs and lows, and there's no way around some tears and woes. But the days we get are worth it in the end. If you've got friends, my friends have a beer when I'm thirsty. My friends lend an ear when I'm sad. My friends hold me up when life hurts me, and they love me even when I can't. Got a sweet little house, y'all, as pretty as you please. Blue sky, butterflies, birds, and the bees. But I'm a traveling man, always got miles to go. But the kindness of the world is my second home, where my friends have a beer when I'm thirsty. My friends lend an ear when I'm sad. My friends hold me up when life hurts me, and they love me even when I can't. Let's say you're going through a rough time. Maybe you screwed up bad. I hope you've got someone who doesn't mind seeing you like that. Someone to love you and hug you and keep you in the game. And I hope someday you get to do the same. Because we all get down in the weeds sometimes. We take the weight of this whole world on our uphill climb. But there's rest and there's comfort and there's a hand to hold all along the way. My friends have a beer when I'm thirsty. Yeah. My friends lend an ear when I can. My friends hold me up when life hurts me. They love me. My friends have a beer when I'm thirsty. And my friends lend an ear when I'm sad. My friends hold me up when life hurts me. And they love me even when I can't. Yeah, they love me even when I can't. Quan, I have a question. Are you close? Are you around? Could you probably take the compression, if there's any compression on the guitar, you can just take it off. Thank you, man. All right, here's the other song about friends. I'm telling the story these days. It started in May of, this song started in May of 1996, and I was in Nashville, and I was writing with Walter Hyatt. And Walter became friends, and anyone who knows Walter Hyatt, then you loved him. He was real special, and Houston was one of his hometowns. He loved it here. Uncle Walt's band had a great following here, so some of y'all might have seen him. I bet they played here. I'll ask Rusty. And it was May of 96. We just finished our third song over the course of a few months. And then after we finished, we talked about life, about all sorts of things. And I was in awe because Walter was a little bit older than me. And he was just a true gentleman. He's like a man from another time, from another era. He was just so pure and loving and really one of the best people that I'd met. And I said, well, at the end of it, he said, I got to go. And I said, well, here's 2 lines. Maybe we can write this next time we get together. And I told him the lines, and he said, yeah, right, let's do that. And but we lost him just 3 or 4 weeks after that. A terrible plane crash. And but man, I just loved him. But I couldn't look at these lines for a long time, like 20 years. They were in my book. I would never look at them. Finally, Owen and I, we write together. He's my main kind of co-writer, and so I got it out one day. I showed it to him, and so Owen and I wrote this song, and it too is about friends. This is Tina's favorite song on the record. Christmas whiskey is almost gone. We've talked all night, it's almost dawn. Got a long road ahead. We all go as we're led. While I'm covering ground, you keep these records spinning around. We've got history and wild tales. We are a long winding trail, and it's deep and it's real. Who we are and what we feel. With all that we've been through, a part of me stays with you. so it goes. These moments like gold. Time, it bends and folds, and we move on, but we hold on to everything we've been through the rain and wind till we're together again. Now there's light up against the hill, and there's frost on the windowsill. Soon I'll be through the air and gone, just like a song. Here's to you and me and this mystery. Oh, so it goes. These moments like gold. Time, it bends and folds. We move on, but we hold on to everything we've been through the rain and wind till we're together again. Thanks, Sean. As we speak, my sister's packing up the speakers on her stereo. Out the door on the man she swore she loved forever 2 years ago. He's a stand-up guy, don't know why she would ever leave him. But I guess we've all got our reasons. There's a guy we got loading trailers on the dock. He must be out of his mind. He's got a couple of degrees from the university. Man, he's way overqualified. We all wonder what it is about this work a genius might find so pleasing. But I guess we've all got our reasons. There's history and mystery, and it's hidden right beneath our skin. It's all a part of who we are and this life we live. Now, if I ever get to heaven, got some questions, hope the good Lord ain't offended. Give us so much pain between the cradle and grave, is that what was intended? I don't have to know why God put stars in the sky or fooled with a change of seasons. I guess we've all got our reasons. There's history and mystery hidden right beneath our skin. It's all a part of who we are and this life we live. I don't have to know why God put stars in the sky or fooled with a change of seasons. I guess we've all got our reasons. I guess we've all got our reasons. All right. Man, the food here is great, isn't it? I like it. I'm sorry, what? That's what I would say to my son when he asked for some. I know. I was trying to get you to say the magic word, but you don't really have to. You've already paid, so that's. Thank you. I'd be honored to. Thank you. Song I wrote with Hal Ketchum, first song we wrote together. I think it took 12 minutes. It just fell out of the sky. And somewhere I have a cassette with Hal singing this. And we wrote it on a Thursday. And he called me the next day and said, man, I'm on the Opry, Grand Ole Opry. I'm on the Opry tomorrow night, Saturday. I want to play this song. So y'all should come just hear it. You ever been to the Opry? No, Hal, we have not been to the Opry. All right, here, this is how you do it. So we pulled out of the driveway. Tina was driving. And I said, hey, I should go back in and get a guitar. He might want to run through this song. I mean, how is he going to know it? He just wrote it. So I got my guitar. And we went over there and through the back door and through all the dressing rooms. And there they were, man, little Jimmy Dickens and Porter Wagner and Jeannie Seeley. Man, it was awesome. And found Hal in the dressing room. And he says, yeah. This will be fun, man. He said, did you bring a guitar? I said, I did. He goes, great. Let's run through it. So we ran through it. And then he says, go ahead and bring your guitar. Just have it by the stage in case. In case what? Just in case. Okay. I really loved Hal. Man, I loved Hal. And Tina could hardly talk in front of him. Even after getting to know him for years, she could still barely talk, She was like a 14-year-old. And so we go over there. We get to the side stage, and he plays Small Town Saturday Night, and then he does Sure Love, and we're just in heaven. This is great, watching Hal sing on the Opry, and we just get to be standing there with all the famous people on the side. It was really cool. Then he walks over, and he says, hey, man, just get your guitar. Come out here. Let's just play it. And you're not supposed to do that at the Opry at all. That show is choreographed to the last thing, And he said to the drummer, y'all don't play. We're just going to play this song. So I went out and played, and Hal sang. I'm sure he got a letter about it or something. But somewhere there's video of me singing with Hal on the Grand Ole Opry, and in the middle of the new Grand Ole Opry out there, west of town, they brought a circle from the Ryman Auditorium. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's a big circle. And so I was kind of on the side of it, but while we were singing, I was like going like this, I'm sure it looks great on camera. Me kind of do this while I'm playing. Thank you for asking for this song. Genevieve, I ain't feeling right. There's a storm in me. It keeps me up all night. I know I've asked you this before, but could you hold me one time more, Genevieve? I ain't feeling right. Baby, please, could you ease my mind? Be my summer breeze. Baby, be my alibi. 'Cause there's something in your touch I need so much, Genevieve. Could you ease my mind? It's just these demons again, howling out the window, man. They're howling in the wind, howling in the wind. Genevieve, everything is gonna be all right. I believe we made it. We made it through a long, long night. And the colors of the dawn, they're calling me to carry on, Genevieve. Everything's gonna be all right, baby. Genevieve, everything's gonna be all right. Genevieve, everything is gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be all right, babe. Thank you for asking for that. Haven't played in a while. I'm sorry you didn't hear Hal sing it. You would never want to hear me singing. I know that. He was just about the best singer. One time first time he came to the house in Nashville, where Tina and I lived, he came over to write, and Tina went to work. She didn't know, she knew I was going to write, didn't know where or anything, so Hal comes over, and it was a nice day. So we went outside in this little front porch we had in this little house we rented. The sun was out, and so Hal took his shirt off. And our neighbors, she played bassoon in the Nashville Symphony, and they had a rental place on top of their house. And that little tiny 8-frame apartment on the top had this wonderful woman. She was a really sweet neighbor. She was a pet psychic, but she was cool as hell. She was gay, and she was wonderful. We got to meet, girlfriends. So it was really great, and for me, and she was a lovely person. But this is how beautiful Hal Ketchum was. She had a little porch, 3 feet by 5 feet, let's say. And he was out there without a shirt on, and she swept that porch looking at him for 2 hours. That's true. Okay, So let me think about a song here. I'm going to play a song that I'm trying to learn. And I want to tell you that this show will be much better than The Late Show. I've only done this once before in all my years of having 2 shows in one night. Because I like to think that you kind of give it all in one show, that's it. But tonight I can't, because then what I do after a show is have 2 drinks and then I go to sleep. So I can't do that. This song I started kind of in a dream and finished it. I couldn't finish it, so I got Josh Grider and Drew Kennedy to help me. On the record, it's my first time to work with my son. He does electronic music. And he's really good. Worn out souls from every road, on a dusty road, looking for a deeper well. They want a deeper well. Young and old and broken they come, big and weak, small and strong, to a deeper well, a deeper well. Some flying above it all, some can only crawl, to a deeper well, painted on a mission wall, songs of saints and the Spirit's call. Wild in the eye of a dreamer, something more to believe in. Some have scars they'll never show. They carry a heavy load to a deeper well. Deeper well. Up from the valley, down from the hill. Some won't, but some will. Painted on a mission wall, songs of saints and the Spirit's call. Wild in the eye of a dreamer, something more to believe in. Seekers to my left and right, following signs on a moonless night, to the burden, not the burden, to the dawn of the morning comes on the vine. Farther along, may we all drink the wine of a deeper well, a deeper well. We want a deeper well, deeper well. Thanks, y'all. That song came from when I go to Europe every year. I just love churches. I love churches wherever I go. I like cathedrals, man, anything. I just love churches. But then you go to the Netherlands and Belgium and England, you go to those places and the churches that were built and all the sacrifice it took. It's always the center of town. It's always the tallest thing in those villages. And I'm not saying the church, I'm just saying I like the buildings. And they're beautiful, and I love spending time inside them too. And then every time after 3 weeks over there, I come home, and you're like all these churches made of metal, sitting in a suburban, overgrown, grassless yacht lot. I'm like, damn, that's the best we can do? Shit, you know? And why we got so many? Can't y'all get together and save some money? What is the deal? 57 Protestant churches in a little town. Okay, I'm done now. This is from a man who I worked at some churches, so that's I can say it. That didn't matter either. If I didn't work at a church, I could still say it, you know. All right. Well, here's a song about going through a great piece of the world that has some beautiful churches. I played a festival in Taos a few years ago, and I got up early and left before the sun. So I was driving south from Taos to Santa Fe as the sun came up. And there's two roads. One's called the High Road, you know, goes through Chimayo and all these cool places. But if you are in some kind of hurry, you got to take the River Road, which follows the Rio Grande. It's beautiful. They're both beautiful. And I started writing this, watching the sun come up in the desert. I am one more pilgrim on this road low and high. Through this land of miracles, I've been traveling all night. I tangled with the darkness. I swear in moments I was blind, till the dawn came up around me. I could see the way unwind. I am the road behind me. I am the road ahead. Lifted by this rocky ridge, cradled by the riverbed, a harmony of motion through the wide expanse of time. Sunlight through the heavens, watch it shine. That chord sounded weird because it was the wrong chord. I've played this song 200 times at least. No, I've played that song 400 times. I have no idea why I played a flat 7. They say there's iron in these mountains, and in bone and skin and mud. They say that iron only comes from stars. So stars are in my blood, red and blue and purple. The shadows grow and fade, spreading all directions from where it all was made. I am the road behind me. Yeah. I am the road ahead. Lifted by this rocky ridge, cradled by the riverbed, a harmony of motion through the wide expanse of time. Sunlight through the heavens, watch it shine. That's the right chord right there. Watch it shine. Watch it shine. Watch it shine. Thanks. Thanks, y'all. What time is it? I know I can trust Dave there. 8 thank you, brother. Y'all are wonderful to play for. I'm really grateful for you and for y'all like this being so. No. Thank you. I know I need to play a couple of songs from the new record again. It's a song I wrote with Drew Kennedy and Josh Grider and Kelly McQuee. We're in a little band of gypsies that gets together twice a year. It's called the Red River Songwriters Festival. We have a festival in January. Heads up, we had to change the time in January to the weekend before when it usually is. Does that make sense for anyone that cares? Okay. Okay. Heads up. It just happened today. We were playing in Fort Worth at a theater. It was a great night, man. It was a great night. And as you might expect, some things about this life is like being a kid forever. It is. I turned 60, and I still feel mostly 14. No, that's not right. 19. Josh Grider was regaling us in the van on our way to the motel, which was close, and that's always good. Tales of his band in college. He went to Baylor University, and he had a band. They won all these awards, and man, Josh did nothing but music his whole life. He's so cool. He's just a great guy, Josh and Drew, man, just beautiful guys. And we're laughing in the van and drinking a beer. That's how wrong that is, and because the motel was close. And we were having a great night. And Josh said, man, we were just a funky country band. I said, what do you mean? What do you mean, Josh? What kind of band is that? Was it a country band that played other stuff? Or did you just play your own kind of like groove? What was it? And he goes, I don't know. But man, we were something. I said, that's a great title. And we started writing that song right there in the van. Finished it mostly in the hotel room, and I put it on my record because I'm the oldest. And it ended up not being about Josh's band at all. It wasn't in the stars. You and me, but we burned across the sky till there was nothing left to see. If true love is set in stone, we were embers on the wind, rising from a fire that never should have been. And we were everything, off and running. We were everything, and now we're nothing. But for a while, were we something? in the middle of the night. How our hearts would beat when the diamonds in your eye only shine for me. And I guess I should have known that we could not last. But I would not change a thing if I could go back. When we were everything, we were lovers. We were everything. Now we're nothing. But for a while, weren't we something? And for a while, weren't we something? I don't know how we got from Josh's college band to a song about illicit sex, but that's what happened. That's just what happens. Sometimes songs have a mind of their own, you know. Well, does anyone have a request? Well, I can't do that one because I don't remember it. And that's Jimmy's song, and I would feel kind of weird. I'm not sure I remember that. Well, you're like, what's the point of asking for a request? Exactly. I don't blame you for asking that. Okay. That I know. Okay, thank you. You bet. I'm honored that you... Yeah, I'm honored that anyone asked for anything. When I started this life, you know, you play a lot of really terrible gigs. And times you pull up and there's a sign outside that says things like Wilt Wilkins, but that's under dart tournament, you know, So, I'm the happiest motherfucker alive. This is great, you know. Thank y'all. All right, here's a song that has 6 lines. I haven't played this in a long time. It's inspired by a friend of mine's property. His name's Bill Worrell, and he has a beautiful piece of land on the Llano River, my favorite place in the world. I wrote this song thinking about it. It was on a record called Plenty. It was on the last time I made a record for another label, and they were nice people. And then when I handed in all my songs, the guy, he's a good songwriter, he's a good guy too, a great guy. And he said, he goes, well, we like all these songs, you know, except there's this one. I just don't. It's like it only has 8 lines. And I said it has 6 lines, and it's going on the record. In fact, it's the first song on the record. It has to be. He said, okay, it's your career. I'm gonna sit right here under this tree. Sit right here under this tree and just be. I'm gonna stay in the shade for a while. Stay right here in the shade for a while. If trouble comes to find me, I'll lay back and smile. Listen to the song on the breeze. Listen to the song singing on the breeze. That's just the universe through these old live oak trees. Sounds like this. I'm gonna sit right here under this tree, Sit right here under this tree and just be, gonna just be, Hey. That guy had a point. There's really not much of that song at all, you know. Well, since Tina's not here, I can do this song that I wrote for her a long time ago. I talk too much, and sometimes I drink too much. In another life, I might get by on a stranger's touch. I broke some hearts, and I was broken too. And I might still be that way if it weren't for you. I've been known to shout about things I know nothing about. I let stuff slow, that makes no sense. I let stuff roll off my tongue that should never get out. I spent 1,000 nights feeling born to lose, and I just might believe that if it weren't for you. Here I am, this old hat in hand, kicking pebbles down your driveway. I'm a sorry man, because I talk too much, and tonight I drank too much, and I'm out here wobbling around like a pirate on a homemade crutch, lost at sea, seeing what is true, that I would always be lost if it weren't for you. Now it's way past midnight, and this tired old porch light, and I'm looking for grace just one more time from your forgiving eyes that still see a man worth holding on to. But I would never be that man if it weren't for you. Here I am, the same old hat in hand, throwing pebbles up at your window, baby. I'm a sorry man, because I talk too much, I know. And tonight I drank too much, I'm sorry. I'm out here wobbling around like the pirate I am on a sad homemade crutch. Lost at sea, seeing what is true, that I would always be lost if it weren't for you. I would always be lost if it weren't for you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, the set must be close to being over. I just played a 90-minute set with just one beer. A little bit. No, not so much anymore. But sometimes I do still. And no, never mind. Key West. The next day, Tina said, "Oh, I haven't seen you like that in 23 years. I was like, wow, that must be pretty bad if you can remember the date last time. All right. I'm going to do 2 more songs, I guess, I think. And thanks for asking, but this is one of my favorite songs that I've been part of. Drew Kennedy recorded it on his last record. And if Drew Kennedy sings one of your songs, that's a pretty big deal. I've got a little house on Walnut Street. The nights are quiet and the morning's sweet. Got an old wood floor beneath my feet that somebody's grandfather built. I bet he used to keep his lucky strikes on this windowsill while he planed and worked that wood until he made silk from yellow pine. And I've got a paper that says this house is mine, but it ain't. It belongs to time. And with morning at the window, sometimes I swear this old room glows. And somewhere between what you can and cannot see, that old man is here. The neighbor lady sings all day long. She only stops at night just to start at dawn. I swear she only knows about 3 songs, but I find myself singing to one of her sad old country tunes. It reminds me of an afternoon when I was a kid and it was Saturday. Just me and my dad driving out to the lake. And now he's just so far away. but with morning at the window, sometimes I swear this old room glows. And somewhere between what you can and cannot see, he's right here, y'all. My dad is right here. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yo, last night I dreamed that I could fly. If I held my arms just right, I'd stay treetop high. I may just be a bird sometimes, hanging right above it all. A bird with a sad and lonesome call. And any moment, I might fall for you again. Morning at the window, sometimes I swear this old room glows. Somewhere between what you can and cannot see, you're still here. You're still here. You're still Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Song's about family. My niece is here. You're my niece, you know? It's crazy to think about. Her friend has a birthday, and my friend over there has a birthday. So I'm going to do a song, my birthday song. And this was inspired when I turned 55, you know, on my phone. I thought, well, I'll just see how many days I've been alive. It was so many, it was so depressing. I thought, I haven't done shit with my life. It's terrible. I've done nothing. What did I do? A place to start, and a place to go, a mind, a heart, and an open road. And it can all go a million ways, and that's what we get. And we get days. A fire at home and work to do, and some hard seasons to get through. Some fly like arrows, some feel like a maze, a path wide and narrow, and days. A sunrise and a sunset. What's behind and what's not yet. A chance to ride this light before it fades. Here they come and there they go. Days. stand back. You make some turns. You grow and change, and everything around you will do the same. Life moves in circles, and it moves in ways, and still blessedly simple days. A sunrise and a sunset. What's behind and what's not yet. A chance to ride this light before it fades. Here they come, there they go, days. A chance to ride this light before it fades. Happy birthday, y'all. A chance to ride this light before it fades. They're all gifts, days. All right. Thanks. Thanks so much. What time is it exactly, Damon? Okay, I got to stop. But I'd be glad to meet you tonight. I know the crew needs to get y'all out. But I want to tell you this quick story. I just thought of it. Jesse Winchester's a great songwriter. And, I mean, he's written so many great songs. He's one of my favorites. And an interesting cat, too. But the Bluebird Cafe in Nashville is a great venue. I played there over 100 times. I love it. It's famous, you know. And but someone there told me this great story about Jesse Winchester played, and they call it Turn in the House, right? Y'all are going to be out here, and more people come in. 2 different shows. Turn the House. So they turned the house, but Jesse, no, they didn't turn the house. He thought they were turning the house, and they didn't. He was coming back, and he smoked pot all the time, and so he smoked pot, and they took a break, and he comes back in. And he thought they turned the house, but they didn't, and so he started playing the whole show again, just the same songs, and no one wanted to say anything, so. They just heard the same songs twice. They were like, you know. Anyway, I wish you peace, and I thank you so much. It's nice that we're all together, and y'all treated me so well, and God bless us all. Thank you.